Was denn?
Dad?
Irgendwie kein Bild. Ah, doch,
Her
jetzt.
voice echoed in the darkness.
Ui.
Another dead end. Of course he's not here.
Just another machine.
Arthurton, a small town seemingly like any other. Nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. Yes, Arthurton had it all.
Alter, wie alt ist denn die Bäckerei und der Coffeeshop?
A main street with shops and a place to sip coffee. Schools, a college, a church, and a police station. The kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. But you won't find it anymore. For Arthurton is now the town that disappeared. Where once stood a city bustling with life, now lies an empty crater. How could a town suddenly and completely vanish from the face of the earth? And if it could happen to Arthurton, could it happen to your town too? Scientists are baffled. Church attendance is at a record high. Is this a sign of the end of days? Tonight we attempt to answer the question, what happened to Arthurton?
Bitte was?
The Enigma Report investigation starts now.
Jenny stared at the screen, astonished.
Arthurton? Disappeared?
It didn't make any sense. But of all the strange things she'd seen, one stood out more than the others.
There was something at the end of the tape. There's something hidden in the static. Dad! You are alive! It worked. Find Zazer. Need help? I better get out of here before I'm crushed to death!
Oh oh. Ich glaube, da die Türen seitlich kommen, ist sich hinrutschen nicht besser. Dö, dö, dö. Trenchcoat, Mann.
Stay away from me! I know what you've done. I'm not scared of you, you creep.
Sie ist so erschrocken, dass er noch nicht mal mehr aufsteht, Mann.
Backed into a corner, with nowhere to run. No, was this the end for Jenny LeClue?
What the? Susie? Keith? You came back!
I had to.
Jenny choked back her tears. She had lost count of the number
Willst
of
eigentlich
times she'd
verarschen?
almost died today, and it was starting to take its toll.
Let's get out of here before he wakes up! No, wait! Keith, this could be the man who killed your father. We should really go. This could be our only chance to find out who he is.
Die können ihn auch mit rausnehmen. Was ist hier los? Sollten sie sogar.
We're buried alive. Don't you want to know?
It doesn't matter.
What?
Look!
Damn it! Let's get out of here. That's what I've been saying. Truth is no good if we're dead. I said that too.
Ah!
Who said what? Let's go already.
Danke, Jenny.
Our three intrepid adventurers made their escape across the graveyard on the far side of town. Behind the Twin Peaks
Oh,
tower,
Mann.
the sun began to rise, but this night had not yet ended. Beneath them, the ground shook and grumbled. Deep in the bowels of Arthurton, something stirred. Jenny recounted the thrilling story of her entire... She told Susie and Keith about Professor Zaza and his experiments. The truth behind the tragic accident in the mines. And how she discovered that her father was alive.
Entweder fährt Keith sehr schnell oder der Roller ist sehr langsam. Vermutlich waren sie langsam.
Nein, nein, guck dir die Umgebung an.
Ha?
Der Roller ist schon an sich verdammt schnell, aber Keith ist hat einfach schon so eine massive Koffeinvergiftung, dass er die Gesetze der Physik einfach ignorieren kann.
How would they react to such an unfathomable revelation? Would they even believe her? She wasn't sure she believed it herself.
What an incredible adventure! Although, I think the greatest discovery today has been our friendship.
Oh.
Never
Susie.
stop, do you? All these trials have really brought us together, and now that you and Keith are friends again, we can form our very own mystery-solving club. It's just a shame we didn't unmask the man in black. So what's our next step, fearless leader? There's something about this case that still doesn't add up. I need to find my mom, before the cops do. But she could be anywhere. No, she's gone to Widow's Drop.
Where?
Widow's Drop. But I have no idea where that is. It's certainly not on any map I've seen.
That's because it's not a place.
What?
Yeah. It's a plant. My dad he grew one in his greenhouse. He had to separate it from all the other plants. They all started to shrivel up.
Have you ever felt a flash of pure inspiration? The sudden feeling of everything falling into place? It's the moment a great detective lives for. An epiphany!
Keith, what day do you take out the trash?
What?
What day does the garbage man come?
Friday? Why?
Of course! It was right there the whole time! Jenny! I know where my mom is.
Jenny!
And I know who killed Dean Strasberry. Jenny! Look out!
Und das wird niemals jemand erfahren, weil wir jetzt einen Unfall bauen.
We survived!
Yeah! We made it!
I have to go back.
Go back?
But we just got out!
A little birdie told me I'd find 3 unruly kids out after curfew.
Oh no! Damn.
Stealing, breaking and entering, destruction of property. You're all in a heap of trouble. Jenny, can't say I'm surprised to find you here. But Keith, Susie, I expected more from you.
I'm ruined!
Sheriff, this is Station. Are you there?
Go ahead, Station.
Susie, Keith, I need you to create a distraction.
What?
There's no time to explain. Where are you going? You'll just have to trust me.
Okay.
No. Susie, please. No, not unless you say it. Say what? After everything we've been through, you know it's true. What are you talking about? Now is hardly the time for this. You told me to stand up for myself, so that's what I'm doing.
Hold on a second. Enough chatter. Get your sorry butts over here now!
We depend on each other. Admit it, Jenny.
Come on, Jenny. It's not a big deal. Just say it.
This is your last warning. I am not gonna tell you again.
Of all the challenges our tiny hero had faced, this was perhaps her toughest.
You aren't alone, Jenny LeClue. You don't need to pretend anymore.
As hard
Oh,
as it
God.
was to say it, Jenny knew deep in her heart it was true.
Oh Gott, es tut mir leid, aber das ist so kitschig.
Fine. Susie Glatz, you are my friend. Thank you, friend. Now, let's get you out of here.
Yeah, I've got them. Safe, I'm bringing them in now. What the?
You'll never catch us, Copper!
LeClue.
Vorhin war er noch so schnell.
Well, do you have them or not?
I thought I did. Where did she go?
Oh Mann. Aber großartig, dass er nicht mal versucht, sie aufzuhalten.
Um Gottes Willen.
Dean ist gar nicht tot. Er ist nur betäubt und jetzt kriegt er gerade das Gegengift gespritzt.
My head.
Thank goodness. It worked.
Oh, how wonderful to hear your voice. I was having the strangest dreams. What's wrong?
I almost didn't make it.
But you did. Now, we've got a lot of work to do.
Jenny? Surprised to see me? I am only a child after all.
What is she?
How did you... It was really quite simple. Once I realized Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die.
Phew.
Why would the dean take out the trash 2 days early? And why would he cancel all his meetings on Friday? Unless he knew he wasn't going to be there. This was the key piece of information I needed. Once I considered the possibility that Mr. Strasberry knew he was going to die on Thursday, everything started to fall into place. But consider this. If someone knew they were going to die, wouldn't they do everything in their power to escape their fate? And yet, the dean didn't. There was only one explanation. He staged his own death.
Oi, 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 oi. Kriege ich irgendwie eine Info, was ich auf den Bildern sehe?
Nein. Warum denn auch?
Vielleicht die Pollen an seiner Hose mit dem Pollen auf dem Gehweg.
It's no secret that the dean is an avid gardener. Indeed, he is renowned for his work on exotic plants and their unusual properties. In the university lab, I found a microscope that had been recently used. The remnants of a strange green liquid undulated on the slide. I would guess the very same liquid Mom just injected into the dean's neck. You knew how you were going to die, Mr. Strasberry. Poison. You knew because you made it yourself from one of your plants. A poison that you had an antidote for. That would be the method, but you couldn't work alone. You needed an accomplice. Someone to revive you when the time was right.
Also das Bett brauchen wir auf jeden Fall nicht. Also ich vermute mal die Mutter und CJ, weil sie ja unbedingt wollte, dass er das fertig macht, ne? Und entweder die Röhrchen in unserem Keller oder das Pflanzenbuch. Ich würde sagen die Röhrchen, oder?
In the basement of my house, on my dad's old dusty desk.
Und keine Ahnung, nehmen wir die Röhrchen.
The residue was purple, the same color as the marks on the dean's neck. In the jail, Mom knew she was running out of time. So she entrusted CJ to finish what she had started. To revive the dean from his deathly slumber. You plotted together to stage Mr. Strasberry's death. It was a simple scheme. Poison him with the plant, then return after the funeral to revive him. You had intended the death to appear natural, but not everything went according to plan. Dean's electrocution and fall from the balcony was an unfortunate accident. This threw the plan into disarray. The Dean instinctively reached out for something to stop himself from falling, but all he managed to grab was the ID card hanging around Mom's neck. Once she realized it was gone, she returned to collect it, but I had already found it. Even the smartest criminals make mistakes. Earlier, the Dean had told me he was meeting Mom in the library. That was a mistake. If I hadn't gone there to find Mom, she might still have escaped before the police arrived. Getting caught hadn't been part of the plan.
Quite remarkable, Jenny. And you worked out all that by yourself?
Yes, that's how you did it, but the real question is why?
Well, that's all a bit more complicated, I'm afraid.
It was a rhetorical question, Mr. Strasberry. I know why you're working together. But first, I have to tell you about aliens.
Bitte was? Warum kommt jetzt... Ach so, der Autor.
Oh, this is exciting. What an incredible adventure this turned out to be. Jenny's growing up and discovering her full potential. And to think, I did it all without anybody dying. Hello? Richard! Oh, what do you think of the new scenes? Aren't they wonderful? I beg your pardon? Trick you? Certainly not. But don't you see? It all works out perfectly. I can already picture where the next book will start. You're not serious? But I didn't promise anything. But there must be another way. Just give me more time. Cancelled? Richard, please. Richard? Hello? Hello?
Alter, was für ein Verleger ist das? Der kann doch sagen, ändert das.
It's no good.
Und er so, nö, abgelehnt.
They won't publish it unless someone dies. But I can't do it. I just can't. Come on, Arthur. Jenny's whole world hangs in the balance.
Alter, und du retconnst auch noch den Tod ihres Vaters, Mann.
Decades of work. It can't all end now. Oh, I have to. It's like Jenny's mum always says. A great detective knows the right decision is often the hardest to make. And I am a great author of detective stories. But I can't pick. What should I do, Rufus? Brilliant! Yes, you're always right, old friend. I'll let fate